Milton Williams is going to be a free agent. The Niners need a defensive tackle to replace Javon Hargrave, who was the last Eagles defensive tackle they signed.
Yeah.
What do you think? Milton Williams is way younger. Really good player. Should the Niners sign him?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much about Milton Williams. I know, well, in the Super Bowl, he was absolutely incredible. I do know that against the pass, he's very good. Against the rush, it's eh.
Yeah.
He had 6 sacks this year. Listen, Grant, I'm at the point right now. I want any defensive lineman. I feel like the Niners. I like Collins. I think he's a guy you can keep on this team. But who's the other guy that was beside Collins? He had the really long last name. I don't want to butcher his last name. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeturgos Matos?
Not Yeturgos Matos. It was the
Jordan
other guy.
Elliott?
No. It's Oguza.
Sam O.
That guy. Like, I feel like, listen, I'll take anyone at this point. Milton was an absolute dog in the Super Bowl. I think anyone will be better than that Sam O dude. Ogugazu.
He was playing on the edge a little bit more, but here's the thing with Milton Williams. I think you're right about him being more of a pass rusher. Because when you were watching the Super Bowl, like he'll play in the base defense if it's like,
because wasn't it Josh Sweat that was edge? No, Josh Sweat was in the middle. No,
Josh Sweat's on the edge. Nolan Smith's on the edge, and then like the 3 interior guys in there, 3-4. You have Jordan Davis at nose tackle, you got Jalen Carter and Milton Williams at defensive ends in like a 3-4.
Oh, okay.
And then if it's nickel, which it mostly is in the NFL, then they usually take Milton Williams off the field and go with Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter if it's first down or if it's 2nd and 4. But on 3rd down or like 2 minute, then it's usually Milton Williams next to Jalen Carter. So that means that to me that Fangio thinks that Milton Williams is much better against the pass and the run.
But I think because don't we need a guy that can stop the run? I feel like
that's what I'm saying, man. I think in a Fangio defense with a 5-man front, you can have a 290-pound D tackle like Milton Williams. But if you put that 290-pound D tackle in a wide 9, I mean, you're not going to stop the run. You're
like
not.
Josh Sweat is way better against the run than he is Milton Williams. I think Josh Sweat. Also, this is a stupid thing. I love the guy's celebration. That's a great celebration. Last name Sweat, and you get that's a sick. Like right when he did that, even Jesse posted it. That might be the best sack celebration. I was like, you know what? I think that is. But we need a guy that's good against the run. And if we're talking Eagles, I think we get Josh Sweat because he's better against the run than Milton Williams.
I still wonder why they signed Javon Hargrave. That was such a strange signing because he didn't fit the wide 9.
No,
and I don't think that Saleh would have wanted him. And I don't think that that D'Amico would have wanted him, but they brought him in, and he never fit. It was so weird.
Grant, would you want Javon? Because I've heard some things. Would you want Javon? No, Javon Hargrave.
No, he doesn't fit the wide 9.
No, but
he needs to go back. Okay,
I was saying because you know how we're gonna like cut him or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Would you want to sign him back on a cheaper deal? That's what people have been saying. And I'm saying no.
And I don't think Saleh will either. Here's what I'm trying to say. So Saleh drafted Kinlaw. Then Saleh brought Kinlaw to the Jets. It doesn't mean that Kinlaw is going to work out and be the player he was drafted to be. But there's a reason why Saleh wanted that skill set body type. He's 6'5", 320.
He's a big guy. I don't want Kinlaw, though. He's not good.
No, of course. But 6'5", 320, Armstead was 6'7", 300. Like, that's the kind of body types you need at defensive tackle to 100%. Not suck against the run in a wide
100%. If you want to stop the run, you need big guys. Eric Armstead, big guy. Like,
especially if your line is so spread out. If you have a 5-man 3-4, like a 5-man front 3-4, like the Eagles do with Fangio, you can have 6'3", 290. Like, that's what 10 years ago you were young. But do you remember the hardball teams with Fangio on them?
Yep.
Okay, so their defensive line they had Justin Smith at defensive tackle. He's like 290 pounds. He couldn't have played D tackle in the wide 9. He was great in that defense.
He was a dog, yeah.
A dog.
Yeah.
Ray McDonald was a defensive tackle on that defense. He couldn't have played in the wide 9, but he was great in that defense. I don't know. They can't make the same mistake of like signing defensive tackles who don't fit their wide 9. And thankfully, I don't think Robert Saleh will make that mistake. That's a mistake that you make when you bring in Steve Wilkes and he doesn't even know the wide 9. And he's like,
no. I think Kinlaw is literally big for nothing. The guy's just big. What does Kinlaw really do?
Well, the fact that he has poor pad levels hurts him. Armstead is 6'7". Well, when he was young, 6'7" with good pad level. He was an incredible run defender and a big
Would you take
reason why the
Armstead
Niners
back?
were good.
Would you
No.
take Armstead back?
No, he's not. No.
He had like 1 sack this year. Oh
Yeah,
god, what happened? Armstead was like this, and then he fell off a cliff. It's kind of sad.
I think Mason Graham would be a great fit for the Niners in the wide 9. He's big. I don't know how good of a pass rusher he'd be, but he could collapse the pocket and defend the run. I think he'd be a great fit.
Great fit, but he's too old. Are you talking about Mason Graham from this draft?
From Michigan.
I thought you were
and
talking about
Walter Nolan. Either of those two guys would be great fits.
I
Other
thought you were
than
talking about
that,
Graham from the Eagles. I thought you were talking about the Graham on the Eagles
Brandon
right now.
Graham? No.
Yeah, Brandon Graham. That's what. Yeah, I was that guy's a little bit old. A little bit old. But
Josh Wyatt says Niners need the next Vita Vea. Anything short of that, and they don't understand the nature of their problem. Unfortunately, Vita Vea is like a one-on-one generational player.
We're not getting a guy like Vita.
You don't find 350-pound dudes who move like that ever.
No. If we got Vita Vea, oh my God, that would be insane. I would love Vita Vea.